actually a lot of scenarios in my life that I did not expect, but I guess the most recent one would be my current season here in Singapore. I always thought about going abroad to either work or study, but I definitely did not expect everything to happen so fast. I just knew that I wanted to take dance for college, but I had no idea where to go at the time. But with the help and some advice from some of my teachers, I decided to just apply for NAFA, see how it goes. Thankfully, I was accepted, and with the blessing of a full scholarship. That full scholarship on its own was what I felt to be the biggest go signal from God, because realistically speaking, my family would struggle a bit too much with the finances I would need for both tuition and living expenses. And in Singapore, out of all places. So fast forward to finally moving to Singapore, it really dawned on me how scary money could actually be. I definitely did feel the pressure to start earning my own money, feeling like I should be able to pay for my own personal expenses and not have to burden my parents from like asking them for more when they already give me so much. Back in the Philippines, I would be teaching regularly under AX Manila, which was a big help when it came to my personal expenses. Of course, I had to let that go when I came here, so I didn't have that extra source of income anymore. And living in such an expensive country, I was starting to pressure myself into finding a part-time. I had no idea how to go and look for a part-time job while juggling my busy school schedule, and I just had absolutely no idea where to start. I'm also an international student, so not being a local here already kind of gives me a bit of a disadvantage with that. A month, 2 months pass by, and I still don't find anything. At this point, I'm kind of like just, okay, my season right now is to be a student, I'll just go with it. But of course, it was in the back of my mind, and I would be so conscious with what I was spending and how much I was spending and things like that. And by the time it was March, I was suddenly contacted by one of the founders of One Dance Asia, and he asked me if I was interested in joining their new lineup of teachers for their new branch. I was ecstatic hearing this news and very shocked, because I only started taking a few of their open classes when I have the time to just go for a class for fun as a stress reliever kind of thing. And I only started like a month prior to when he asked me, when he contacted me, and that's quite fast. I've only been in Singapore for like 2 full months, and this owner of a studio tells me that he's noticed me and feels like I could be a good addition to their faculty. We talked about all the details and everything, and just like that, I got my part-time opportunity. And at the time, I wasn't even looking for it. This opportunity felt like such a big, good slap in the face, reminding me that the Lord has me. And I just felt a lot of peace knowing that He sees me, He cares for me, and He is here with me in this new scary environment that I'm in. And taking such a big step to go and live a new life in a foreign country without knowing anybody and without anybody knowing me, it's scary, and it's very difficult to have to build up your own reputation again as a dancer in a new community. Through this opportunity, it actually opened doors to new connections and new experiences that I've never had before. I've never experienced the commercial side of dance, and this was my entry to it. And honestly, I fell in love with it so much, and having that opportunity to be a part of this commercial side while also being, in the conservatory that I grew up in, it was very refreshing. And I felt like this was really the push that God wanted to give me, something very different from what I usually have back at home in the Philippines. I didn't just get the opportunity to teach dance, but I was also able to perform outside of school through One Dance Asia and meet other dancers and other influential people in the dance industry here in Singapore. So this really was very unexpected, and I'm sure there will be many more unexpected things happening to me here in Singapore. I'll be here for a long time, but this was one that I will definitely look back on and be very thankful for. So, yeah, there you go.